So is the Google Pixel 9 overrated? Is it really that much better than the Google Pixel 6a from a few years ago? Let's go ahead and compare and contrast pros and cons of the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 6a in 2024. So first off, I'm going to answer that question right away. The better phone hardware-wise is going to be the Pixel 9. It kills the Pixel 6a in specs, but not by much. The experience is not that much different than the Pixel 6a. And the Pixel 6a is not even that much older than the Pixel 9. It's only separated by 2 years. It was released in 2022, while the Pixel 9 is the 2024 baseline Pixel. The 6a is not even the baseline Pixel 6, and it still compares very well to the Pixel 9. So let's go ahead and talk about these. Now, these are the exact same size, which I really like. Google is keeping the smaller size because flagships are the only ones that are a manageable size, unlike all these big, gigantic Android phones. No other manufacturer makes smaller phones. Motorola doesn't have a small phone. OnePlus doesn't have a smaller phone. The only phones that are small now are the Pixel line, the Galaxy line, and the iPhone. They are all very manageable in size. So the Pixel 9 has kept the same size as the 6a. And the Pixel 9 actually has gotten heavier. It is 7 ounces, while the Pixel 6a is 6.28 ounces. So it's almost feather light compared to the Pixel 9. Now, build quality, if you care about that, the Pixel 9 is very, very nice. That's one of the things that makes it stand out so much. Glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. It really feels refined like an iPhone. It just really, finally, Google made a phone that if you rock your phone without a case, this is the phone to get if you want an Android. On the other hand, the Pixel A has a plastic build quality, but I don't think that's a bad thing because you get the phone at a lighter weight. And if you're like me, I rock cases no matter the build quality. I don't care too much about build quality because I like to protect my phone if they take a fall, and it gives it more grip overall. So when it comes to build quality, if you like it, the Pixel 9 is very refined. It feels just like an iPhone, and the Pixel 6a is just lighter weight. Both phones are rocking the physical nano SIM card slot and the eSIM, so you can have 2 SIMs at the same time. So there's no change there. Water and dust resistance, Pixel 9 IP68, Pixel 6a IP67. Not much difference here. Pixel 9 is 1.5 meters for 30 minutes in water. The Pixel 6a 1 meter for 30 minutes. So it's not much of a difference, not much of a big improvement. Next, we come to the display, and here is a really big difference. Pixel 9 has the fast 120 hertz refresh rate, while the Pixel 6a has that, feels almost ancient now, 60 hertz refresh rate. That's what's still found actually on the iPhone 16. And you get a brighter display in the Pixel 9. So if you care about display quality and refresh rate, then the Pixel 9 serves you well. But to me, it's not such a huge difference. It's more of a luxury. But, you know, that's in 2 years now the standard. Even cheap Android phones have 120 hertz. So that's something to keep in mind right there. When it comes to the overall screen size, although physically both phones are the same size, the Pixel 9 has smaller borders, smaller bezels, but it has a 6.3-inch display versus the 6.1 on the Pixel 6a. To me, not too much of a difference, but you know, you'll probably notice if you put them side by side. Both of these have the same resolution of 1080p displays, and both have the always-on display. So a little bit of an advantage on the Pixel 9 with the display quality. So we talk about the software. Both of them are running Android 14, but the Pixel 9 will get 7 years of updates, while the 6a has Android 14 currently, and Android 15 is going to be its last major update, but it will get security patches until 2027. And honestly, yeah, that's a big advantage. You're going to keep the Pixel 9 for longer. but I really haven't seen Google and Android with the Pixel line. The software hasn't really been improved over the years. I hardly see any meaningful differences. So to me, it doesn't make a big difference. I care more about the security updates than the actual software updates. And then when we go to the chipset, you have the G4 really fast Pixel 9 chipset, while you get the original Google Tensor on the 6A. But honestly, you're not going to find much difference. Once Google introduced the Tensor chip in the Pixel 6 lineup, you're only getting like a 15 to 20% boost in speed and in efficiency with the Pixel 9. And it's 4 generations newer than the 6A. So the 6A holds its own. Really surprised at how fast the Pixel 6A still feels compared to the Pixel 9. It's like a slight hair faster with everyday apps. And then when we come to the storage, both of these start off at 128 gigs. So Google hasn't improved the baseline storage. 128 gigs is found in pretty much free Android phones nowadays on prepaid, for example. So there's no real upgrade in storage. When we come to RAM, we do have 12 gigs on the Pixel 9 versus the 6 gigs on the 6A. Now, that seems like a big difference, but honestly, for everyday people and everyday apps, it's not gonna make much of a difference. This phone is not meant for gaming. It's not meant to be a heavy lifter. It's not meant to be doing editing or anything like that. This is an everyday phone. And 6 gigs of RAM seems like it's low, but it's really not. Although the standard for Pixels for the past couple of years has been 8 gigs of RAM. But 6 gigs compared to 12, I don't see any real difference in quality or in speed. Now we come to the big thing that matters, and that's the cameras. Pixels are known for camera systems, and not much of an upgrade either. Pixel 9 has 2 cameras, the main camera and an ultra-wide. Pixel 6a, main camera and an ultra-wide. Both of these shoot in 4K. Both of them are really good quality. Over the years, it's been very simple incremental updates in the camera systems, and it's just hard to make a big difference in camera quality. Cameras have been good for the past 10 years, and the Pixel lineup, ever since the Pixel 2, the camera sensor, they haven't really improved them, and there's a reason why. It's because the phones they just take really good camera pictures and videos. And the Pixel 6a, you'll be definitely still happy with the quality of the video and the pictures. I say that the Pixel lineup is the best camera out there in an Android phone, and it even rivals the iPhone. So that was one of the biggest reasons for me to get and use the Pixel 6a over the Pixel 9, because I really like the video quality and picture quality of the 6a. You're not getting much improvement. Just like the Tensor chip and the performance, the camera's probably slightly better on the Pixel 9, 20% at the most. You're not gonna, if you flash these to the normal person, they're not gonna notice the difference. They both take great pictures and video. And the selfie camera, you do shoot 4K on the Pixel 9 versus only 1080p on the 6a. But quality's still good on the 6a. Neither of these phones have a headphone jack. Bluetooth is 5.3 on the Pixel 9 versus 5.2 on the Pixel 6a. Not much of an improvement. When it comes to the fingerprint reader, the Pixel 9 uses a newer ultrasonic reader, which is used in Samsungs, and it's supposedly just more reliable. And I'd say it's probably true. The Pixel 6a uses the under-the-display optical reader, and you do get a few hits and misses there, but nothing too crazy. Also, I like to know that the Pixel 9 also has a face to unlock your device, which the Pixel 6a does not have. And I think that's probably a bigger difference when you consider optical versus ultrasonic fingerprint reader. Next, we come to battery life, and the Pixel 9 has 4700 milliamp battery. Pixel 6a, 4410 milliamp. So not much of a difference, just a slight improvement in battery capacity on the Pixel 9. Both of these, if you have a brand new 6A with the Pixel 9, you'd probably see similar battery life. You'll get a pretty much, it'll be an all-day device. But with the newer software, with the newer Tensor chip, the Pixel 9 handles battery life probably better in general. But it's not to say that the Pixel 9 is a slouch by its own right. It has adaptive charging, it has optimization, it has all that stuff. Now, the only problem is that if you're getting a Pixel 6a in 2024, at the same time the Pixel 9 came out, you're getting a brand new battery on the Pixel 9 versus a 2-year-old battery in most cases on the Pixel 6a. So it's going to be used up a bit. That's probably the only thing that the Pixel 9 has an advantage in the battery life. The Pixel 9 has semi-fast fast charging. You get 55% in 30 minutes with its 27-watt wired charger. Pixel 6a has 18-watt wired charging, but it seems pretty good. It's good enough. You'll get similar, maybe you get 45% charge in around 30 minutes, but that's with the brand new battery, which is rare to see in a used 6a. The Pixel 9 has the wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. The Pixel 6a only has that 18-watt wire, nothing wireless. So we pretty much gone over all the meat and potatoes of the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 6a. And the big thing now that I want to compare is going to be the price. So Pixel 9 is very expensive. Google has raised the price on the Pixel 9. It's $800. That's the same price as a flagship S24 from Samsung or an iPhone 16 flagship. That's a flagship level price. The Pixel 6a is the budget version of the Pixel lineup, and this is a few years old, around 2.5 years older than the Pixel 9, and it's the budget version of the 6. Yes, it has older specs. Yes, it's a little rough around the edges when you compare it to a brand new, shiny, nice Pixel 9. But when you use these devices head to head, you're only seeing a slight improvement in all areas of the Pixel 9. But the price tag is just too much. $800 for the Pixel 9. A used Pixel 6a, you can get it for as low as $130. I got mine on Swappa, and it is a very, very fast device. The camera holds up well. And that's pretty much all that counts. You want a good camera, you want good performance. They kept the same size in the Pixel 9, but it just doesn't seem worth the price tag. The Pixel 6a is the only thing that's bad about it in 2024 is going to be the battery life. And if you're into the updates, it's not getting any updates past Android 15. So the longevity is there in the Pixel 9, but the price is not something that I like. I want to leave those premium prices for flagships like the S24, which has that. It has the extra telephoto lens if you're really into photography, and the iPhone 16, which everything is optimized and you get those extras on iOS. But I really think the Pixel 6a is not a huge drop off to the Pixel 9. You're not getting any real improvements besides the AI that Google is pushing on the Pixel 9. But I'm not into that. I think it's a gimmick. So I honestly think the Pixel 6a is still a great device in 2024, and it's an overall better phone when you consider the price and the lack of meaningful updates on the Pixel 9. So think about that. The Pixel 9 is good and great, but the Pixel 6a is a banger of a phone, even more so in 2024 than I do. It's very impressive how it compares to newer devices.